two men coming down the mountain. There's no way they haven't seen the tent, because when I was coming down, all the guy lines and everything were just lit up because they're all reflective.
Jason has always had a passion for the outdoors. Camping, hiking, and immersing himself in nature is where he feels most alive. Whenever he has spare time, you'll find him packing his gear, documenting his adventures, and sharing them with his audience. In July 2023, he planned what should have been a simple solo camping trip by a mountain lake, a place surrounded by breathtaking views and complete tranquility. But that night would prove far from ordinary.
Got myself a new tent. This is a 3FU Gear Zeng 2 two-person tent. It's not a bad looking little tent. A bit luxurious for one person. I'm just going to head up here and see if I can catch some of the sunset. You can see the way the light is just hitting the mountain there behind me. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'll get some more out of the lake and I'll head up there and have me tea. I'm using my bag as a bit of a windbreak, but I'm going to get my tea on the go here because I haven't eaten yet and it's 9:30. It's really hazy, so I don't think I'm actually going to see the sunset, but I can see part of it anyway, and I'm happy with that.
Jason hiked out, set up camp, enjoyed a hot meal, and watched the sun sink behind the mountains. As darkness fell, he pushed himself on a short hike before finally settling into his tent, ready for a peaceful night under the stars.
Usual sleeping arrangements for tonight. I've brought in my shoes and I've also brought in my bag because there's so much room inside this little tent. Like, it's a two-person tent, but I'd say it's more suited for one person and their gear because two people inside here would be just a little bit cozy, you know. Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna get some sleep and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. I know I'm not in focus, but I can hear two men talking. I have no idea what they're doing. Do I go out? I have no idea. I don't know if I should go out or not. I can't hear them anymore. There's two men coming down the mountain. There's no way they haven't seen the tent because when I was coming down, all the guy lines and everything were just lit up because they're all reflective. So they've definitely seen the tent. And obviously I had my lights on inside here. It was only when I heard them talking that I shut everything off.
But the peace was broken in the middle of the night when Jason awoke to the sound of voices. At first, faint, but growing clearer. Two men talking, far too close to his campsite for comfort. He hesitated, unsure if he should look. Curiosity won, and he carefully unzipped his tent. In the darkness of the mountains, he saw them, two figures walking nearby, their conversation carried in the cold night air.
So hopefully they just carry on and finish their night hike or whatever they're doing. I can hear them talking. So weird. Like, it's a Thursday night. You'd think I'd be on my own up here. I can't hear them anymore. I don't want to look out in case they're right there. I'll bring his back if there's any more developments. Good night.
with the wind hammering against his tent and the unsettling reality that strangers were close by. Jason lay back down, doing his best to calm himself and eventually drift back to sleep. The next morning, the golden light of sunrise painted the lake, but Jason couldn't shake the unease of that night, because in such a remote area, deep in the mountains, the question lingered: who hikes out there in the dead of night, and why? Dan, known online as Cursed Urban, has had more than his fair share of disturbing encounters while out camping. Drawn to the thrill of nature and the unknown, he often seeks out haunted forests to see what kind of activity he might capture. This particular trip wasn't just any video. Dan had returned to Skinwalker Forest, a place shrouded in eerie history. He had camped here before, and that time, he was attacked. The memory of that night had never left him, but curiosity got the better of him. Determined, he came back, ready to face whatever was waiting.
Guys, I'm Dan, and we are back. We are back at the Skinwalker Forest. Those of you who have been with us for a while, with the channel for a while, you know exactly where I'm at. Those of you who might be new, maybe this is the first video you saw, I am at the Skinwalker Forest right now in my own private camping area. That sounds very prestigious. I assure you that is not as prestigious as I just made it sound. I have a little chunk of land on my buddy's property that backs up to the Skinwalker Forest that I can camp at anytime I want. So that is what we're doing tonight.
As daylight faded, Dan built a fire to keep the darkness at bay, then set up his tent for the night. Once settled, he shared some of his past encounters with his viewers and prepared to begin his investigation.
If you're not familiar with where I'm at, not familiar with my other videos that you've seen here, maybe you're brand new to the channel. As I said, we are at the Skinwalker Forest. It is a forest kind of by central Illinois, and there has been reportings, often frequent reportings of skinwalkers, of dogmen, of paranormal activity. The reports never stop of people being followed, hearing footsteps in the woods, people hearing voices try and call them into the trees, hearing whistling, hearing people laughing from the forest. Hear about that stuff all the time. So this is a very, very active location. I myself have experienced things I cannot explain here. It's been crazy. You can check out my videos. I probably should make a playlist of all the Skinwalker Forest videos, but you can check out my videos on this place. I come here quite frequently, so if you check out one of the camping videos, you're more than likely going to stumble across the Skinwalker Forest one. I've had things thrown at me in the forest. I've had a stick thrown at me while I was hiking down a path. I've heard different types of creatures just out of eyesight in these trees. I've had a person show up to my camp and try and light the tent on fire. That was probably that wasn't even paranormal. That was just something weird, and that was probably my scariest encounter out here.
Before he even got started, a terrifying sound echoed through the forest around him. On edge but determined, Dan pressed forward, pulling out his spirit talker to make contact. Almost immediately, before he could even finish his sentences, responses came flooding through.
What should we get into tonight? Some spirit talker, some necrometer. What was that? Okay. I don't know what that was. I hope you guys heard that. It was a very low growl, maybe? Some type of animal noise. I think it was loud. And it was loud enough for the cameras to have picked it up for sure. But it came like right from that way. And I know the last time I was out here, I was hearing the same thing coming from that way. So, I don't know. That's weird though. Alright, well, let's get into it. No more stalling. No more stalling. Let's head into some necrometer and see what kind of answers. Let's do some spirit talker. We always start with spirit talker. We're not going to break that cycle now. So we got some spirit talker on. Let's see what happens, and then we'll move maybe to necrometer, whatever you want to call it. RV, camper, same difference. Potato, from here. All right, we got spirit talker up and running. See if we get any responses. Is there anyone here with?
There's a woman watching.
That was quick. There's a woman watching. We get a lot of responses about a woman watching or something that has to do with a woman. And not too long ago, we did hear a very loud scream while we were out here camping.
Listen to this.
Listen to this. Listen to what? Are you going to do something? Oh. Okay. Mood. Man, I definitely heard that one. I definitely heard that. Thank you for that response.
The activity was relentless. Then suddenly, the sound of heavy branches snapping cut through the night, loud and close, as if something large was moving nearby. Dan later described feeling an icy presence surrounding him, and soon after, his spirit talker confirmed it. A chilling voice told him someone was near.
We're getting a lot of responses on here. Really rapid responses. I don't know what to think of that. It's kind of cool. It's kind of odd. So I don't know if it's cooling. I don't know if it's cooling down. There's no wind, there's no breeze, but I felt just for a moment something cool on the back of my neck, like something really chilly.
Little boy around you.
Little boy around you. Maybe that's what I felt. Like it was a presence. I felt, because like I was saying, like I felt something like cool on the back of my neck, like something breathing, like really cold breath on my neck, and it was kind of like that, like breathing, like that, pulsing, like that's what it felt like.
Disturbed but not surprised, Dan kept going. The device continued to form sentences, the words piecing together in unsettling ways. But then, one word stopped him cold. The spirit talker said something evil.
They hear me scream.
They hear me scream. It's like smothering itself. Satan. I don't like that, dude. When we start getting responses like that, I do not like that stuff at all. Like when it starts talking like demon or evil or that, like, I don't like that. Makes me very, very uneasy. And like, dude, I'm hearing a lot, Mom. I'm hearing a lot more stuff around me. Like that click coming from over there. I heard something move over there. It could very well just be, you know, the forest coming to life at night. You know, it's dark out. It is nighttime. Lots of creatures come out at night. But yeah, it could also be something else. You know, it could also be something not good.
Uneasy, and with strange noises circling him in the dark, Dan decided to end the investigation for the night, convincing himself it was best to settle down and try to rest. What he didn't know was that the night was far from over.
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna lay down, try and get some rest, and see you in the morning. Alright, I just woke up from something. I don't know what it was, but I definitely heard something. Here's the thing, I don't even think I was asleep. It's been, I don't know where my phone's at. It hasn't been that long. I think I was just, either I was lightly sleeping, or I just started dozing off right now. I just heard something outside of the tent.
Roughly an hour later, Dan was jolted awake by the sound of footsteps circling his tent. They were loud, deliberate. He immediately leapt up to investigate. Outside, the forest was still, his campfire burning low. He searched around, but found nothing. No sign of anyone.
Fire's still going. Yeah, so I could not have been asleep that long. The fire's still going nicely. Yeah, there's no way I was asleep very long at all. Wait. Hour and a half? Okay. Yeah, camera's been going for a little over an hour and a half. I mean, fire definitely has gotten smaller from where I had left it. But I distinctly heard footsteps around here. Yo, why is this not recording? I put it. The next second battery's dead.
Checking his outdoor camera only raised more questions. The battery was completely drained. Had the entity stolen the energy? Dan forced himself to try and sleep again, deciding he would review the footage in the morning. The rest of the night passed without further incident, but when he returned home and looked back, he found nothing conclusive.
Obviously, I am back at home. It's the next day. Actually, it's quite a bit further into the next day. I already had a look at that footage that I got last night. I didn't see much, but that noise that woke me up was definitely footsteps. And it's interesting that the outside camera caught them as well. And when it caught them, that's when it died. So, very interesting.
Still, Dan was convinced the sounds he heard were footsteps. Someone, or something, walking just outside his tent. Could it have been the same figure that confronted him on his last trip? Van life is full of adventure and freedom, but with that freedom comes its risks. Emma and Reese, along with their loyal dog Daisy, have been living this lifestyle for the past 13 years. They started by self-converting their van, hitting the road, and letting it guide their journey wherever it may lead. One evening, after a long day working on their boat, they decided to take a break and find a quiet spot to park up for the night.
And if you're new to the channel, we travel around in our camper van. We've got a barge that we're trying to turn into a pirate ship, the ultimate word being trying, and we keep getting stuck with the rain over and over again. So we've decided, partly because of the rain and partly because Reese has just decided that he's sick of DIY and hates it anyway, that we're going to sack it all off. We're going to take off for the night and we're just going to go and get away into nature. Reese needs to go wild swimming despite the fact that it's absolutely siling it down out here. He wants to go in more water. So we're going to take off and just let's see where we end up. Let's just go for an adventure. Oh, this is driving me absolutely crazy. It really is driving me mad. I've got full signal, but there's no signal. I can't get I don't know if it's the Park for Night app that's not working or what it is, but before we used to have a proper sat nav and it was so much easier because you could find places. And now when you're using your phones, you're just relying all the time on finding signal. It's driving me absolutely bonkers. I've now tethered to my other phone, sat here, like, well, I don't know what, with a load of phones in my hand, and nothing is actually working. It's just, it is driving me absolutely crazy, honestly.
It took some time and trouble to reach their chosen destination, but eventually they settled into a remote area, cooked a meal, shared some coffee, and allowed themselves to finally relax. But the calm didn't last. In the dead of night, their peace was shattered by loud noises and banging. Startled, they quickly grabbed their camera, more for safety than filming, and peered outside.
There's been some noises outside. We've heard like a lot of people pulling up. And we've already heard quite a bit of like banging around and stuff going on outside. We don't know what it is, we don't know what's happening. I said to Reese to like go and check and see. And he's had a look out, we can see quite a few people, there's quite a few cars. I don't want to get outside because I don't know what I'm walking into. I've had to like feed Daisy like 5 sausages already because as soon as she heard noises she started barking. So I'm just trying to keep her as quiet as I possibly can do. I feel like something feels really, I don't like the feeling of it. It'll be alright, it'll drive off. Shh. I can hear people coming round.
What they saw instantly put them on edge. Several cars surrounding them in the darkness. As their anxiety built, a sudden deafening bang slammed against their van, followed by the sound of laughter echoing in the night. Emma and Reese didn't wait around to see what would happen next. Cutting their cameras, they jumped into the driver's seat, Daisy close by, and sped off into the night, desperate to put distance between themselves and whoever had targeted them.
We've driven about, 30 minutes?
Yeah, about 30 minutes down the road.
We found another park.
It's shaking.
Poor Daisy, she's literally shaking.
So they basically, a load of people ran off laughing, and we heard them drive off. I've had a look at the van. Can't see any damage to the van, but obviously it's dark, it's night time, it's the middle of the night, so...
There was just like a loud bang, so basically like a really loud bang. It was right next to my head, so I didn't know what it was, so I apologise for my language. But it was just this really loud noise, and then like Reese says, we just heard like a lot of laughing. It seems like it was probably like, you know, young lads or something like that, I don't know, but they're obviously old enough to drive because they were in cars. As soon as we knew it had sort of gone quiet, we've just obviously got straight in van, we've driven off, we've made sure nobody's following us. We've come to a place that's on Park for Night.
Yeah, it's
because we didn't pick the last place from Park for Night, did we?
No,
We just pulled up.
We just pulled up. We didn't even know where we were really.
And we do that sometimes. You know, we've done that regularly. We do it sometimes. We just kind of.
I think it from what it sounded like. I think it were just young lads. You know, like Emma said, old enough to drive, but should have known better. Really.
We have never had any problems.
The problem is, they think it's funny, and it's not funny. It's really frightened. You know, it's I was trying to keep calm, to keep Emma calm, to reassure her, but it was frightening with that. Really frightening.
It's frightened Daisy. You know,
yeah,
we you know.
Shaking.
Anyway, I just want to go to bed now. I just want to go to bed. We'll come back. We'll talk to you in the morning, but I just want to go to bed now. I'm really exhausted.
Yeah, let's go to bed.
And I've had enough. Yeah, so I'm gonna get Daisy, get her settled down, and just make sure that she's all right. You're okay.
The encounter left them shaken to their core. Life on the road often feels liberating, but it also leaves you vulnerable. And in moments like this, that vulnerability is impossible to ignore. It left them questioning if this lifestyle they've built for so many years is worth the risks. Deep in the Alaskan wilderness, hunter Fred Eichler and his group were floating quietly down a river, surrounded by untouched beauty. On the banks nearby, they spotted bear cubs playing in the trees, a peaceful and breathtaking sight. But in an instant, that peace shattered.
Come on. Let's go. Get out of here.
Out of nowhere, the mother bear charged straight toward them. With little time to react, Fred lifted his rifle and fired a warning shot into the water. The bear halted, then retreated back into the tree line with her cubs. Relief washed over the group, but only briefly.
Did you get her? No, I shot right in front of her. Did you get that? Hold! Come on, grab the phone. Did you get that? I would have had to shoot her on the next one. He was pissed. I knew it was going to happen when they didn't
when
go
those
in.
cubs didn't go in.
And my guide had to shoot right in front of it, trying to divert the charge. One of the things that didn't make that show is that his gun jammed right after that first shot. So had that bear continued to charge, or had that shot in front of it not stopped that bear, well, I may not be here right now talking about 10 years of eastern bow hunting.
Fred quickly realized his weapon had jammed after that single shot. If the bear had decided to attack again, they would have been completely defenseless, trapped on the boat in the middle of nowhere. The encounter serves as a reminder. When you're deep in the wild, you're never truly safe. And sometimes, 1 second is all that separates life from death. Ariana never wanted the traditional lifestyle. 2 years ago, she began her journey living on the road in her van, balancing travel with work and embracing the freedom of life outside the norm. But this freedom would also show her just how dangerous and vulnerable life on the road can be.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Ariana. This morning I am out taking just a little walk before work. I didn't feel like going to the gym. I've been doing a lot lately, but I do need to get a little exercise, so I'm just taking a nice little walk outside. It doesn't feel too cold out here right now, so that's pretty good, but it is about that time that I head back and get my stuff and then head to work.
Her day started simply enough. Exercise, breakfast, and a long stretch of work. By the time evening rolled around, she was worn out, and after battling through traffic, she finally found a spot to park for the night.
So I just got off work. I normally do wait until... I normally stay at work like an hour and a half after I get off because traffic is so bad. And where I'm at right now is not a good place to stay and park down here. So yeah, I'm about to be stuck in traffic and it's about to be horrible. Yeah. So the water is under here, all over the floor still. And down here. I am definitely gonna have to redo my floor. It's a lot of moisture under here and it's starting to pill up. I just got off. I just want to relax. I have to edit. I have and I have a lot of stuff to clean, and it's not just cleaning up the water because it's from my gray water tank. So I have to go and bleach this.
But when she stepped into her van, she realized her water tank had leaked across the floorboards, leaving her stressed and exhausted as she cleaned up. Later that night, when she finally sat down to relax, the silence of the van was shattered by a loud knock against the side.
So I just finished cleaning up. I bleached the floor 3 times, so I'm pretty sure it's clean, but it just doesn't feel clean enough. You know what I'm saying?
Immediately, her guard went up. She grabbed her weapon and waited, only for another knock to echo through the dark. Someone was outside. When she peered out, there was nobody there.
Someone just came and knocked on my window and said I'm out here. And I always keep my my pocket, you know, on me. So I'm reaching back. I'm stunned because who the is this? I don't see the person anymore. I don't even want to park here anymore. Yeah, I don't want to park here anymore. Okay. Yeah, so I think I might move. Let's go. I'm not parking here. I'm not. Nope. will find another spot, but I'm not parking here.
Whoever it was had vanished into the night. Unnerved, Ariana decided she wasn't going to risk it. She packed up and drove off to a safer spot. But even there, the fear lingered. She couldn't sleep. Questions circled in her mind. Who was it? What did they want? And had they followed her? We'll never know. On October 21st, 2015, just 10 days before Halloween, two friends ventured deep into the woods. What started as a simple project for a horror trailer quickly spiraled into one of the most unnerving nights of their lives. The two had been working on a Slender Man-inspired project. To add realism, they created a proxy symbol in the forest. But soon after, strange things began happening. Branches snapping, a suffocating heaviness in the air, and even a chilling message sent directly to James's phone.
Okay. Hello guys, it's a pro gamer here, and this is a strange video today. Basically, a few months back, few months, we made this. Most of you will know what this is like. What is it again, bro?
Proxy symbol.
It's like a proxy symbol, obviously like to do with Slender Man and all that shit. And we did it for the movie trailer, and for Slender Man vs Jeff the Killer. It'll be on the screen if you want to see it. That was a few months ago. Yeah, they can see it. We made a trailer a few months ago, Slender vs Jeff the Killer, and we made this. We haven't finished it yet, but we made this. And after we made it, we went somewhere else in these woods, and it just went. It's crazy. Jonathan, what happened?
Okay, so like, well, at first it wasn't that bad, but like it started feeling like it was hard to breathe, like everywhere in this forest. And I know people could just say like, oh yeah, because that's a forest, but it wasn't like that. And then all of a sudden, when we had finished this, that's when it started feeling like that. So like, anyway, we carried on walking around and like kept hearing like branches snapping behind us, and we turned around, they were snapped, but there's no one there and stuff. So and after that, James got a message on his phone from himself, and he didn't send it to himself because I had his phone and I didn't do it either. So anyway, I gave it to James and said, you got a message. He looked it up, it said it was from himself, and it said, I am with you.
It said my number on it, so it was, you'd think it was me sending it, but it weren't. And no one has my number saying it could have been me. So that's a weird thing that happened. Like, I don't even know how to explain that day. I never talked about it until this video, and what we're doing is seeing if anything else happens this video, because we're making it again. Obviously we're putting the sticks there to finish it off.
Months later, they returned to finish rebuilding the symbol, which had been destroyed. But once again, the woods seemed hostile. Branches cracked all around them, as if something unseen circled just out of sight.
Okay, so we haven't actually finished this yet. Like, this is literally just after we've done the first part of the vlog. As we turned the camera off, branches all around us just went all at the same time.
And do you hear the bushes moving as well? It sounded like someone was moving.
It sounded like there was people like coming towards us, and the bushes were moving and shit, but there was like no animals. We'll try and get some on footage. Good film.
The atmosphere grew heavier as night fell, until finally, they picked up the camera one last time to film an outro. That's when James received another eerie message, just like before.
Okay, it's recording.
Not much has actually really happened, to be honest. So
no, we're pretty disappointed. Yeah, like nothing's happened. What happened last time was pretty scary, because we've got loads of stuff happened then, and we're not getting any of that stuff happening now.
I'm starting to think it was all coincidence, really, because you know, it's like quite a possibility though, because you know, it was filming a movie. You know, it was younger as well, so obviously like it was like, oh, you know, everything's really scary and stuff. But like, yeah. I
think this might be the end of the video. So I'm gonna thanks for watching, but I'm gonna put this is pretty foul, but we're gonna upload it anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, it's over now.
Right.
Got a message?
Yeah, man.
Who's it from? Is it your mum? What time is it? It's like, it's almost 5. It's like, can't you ask to go stay out for another hour? Oh, come on. We missed it. What?
Steve.
What?
It's not from my mum.
What?
It's not from my mum.
What are you on about? Oh, come on, man. Let's go.
From myself.
Oh, don't stop. This happened last time. You're lying. You're lying, man.
Dude, I'm not shitting you.
Just because I can't. Are you serious?
Well, I thought it was from my mum at first because like it only
Let's
showed
show us the message.
It says time to go. Time to go.
What does that mean? And you know you didn't message yourself? Are you joking?
Yeah, man, I swear.
Oh, this happened last time. I can't take this.
At first, they brushed it off as a family member. But when they checked, the truth was far more disturbing. It hadn't come from anyone they knew. The text warned them. It was time to go. As panic set in, strange lights flickered through the forest. And then, both of them swore they saw the outline of a figure watching from the tree line. In an instant, it vanished.
Yeah, out here, man, that's weird. That's nuts.
Okay, guys, this is the end of the video. We didn't actually do a proper outro. It's pitch black now. You can't see anything apart from the sunlight. So you pretty much can't see us. But what?
Over there.
What? Can't see what?
It's like an outline. Look, it's like you know, like you get the silhouette. It looks like a man over there.
Wait.
Shit! It moved. Shit!
No.
Dude, we're getting out. We're getting out of here now. No, come on, let's go.
Alright. Where did it go? What's not there no more?
Yeah, I don't know. We just need to get out of here. Now.
Terrified, they grabbed their bikes and fled, never looking back. To this day, they're left with the same unanswered question. Was it just a coincidence? Or had they really drawn something dark into those woods with their symbol? If you made it this far, comment the word disturbing down below. Whether it's life on the road, deep in the wilderness, or alone in the woods at night, these encounters show just how quickly peace can turn into fear. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Because when you're isolated and vulnerable, sometimes the scariest thing isn't what you can see, but what you can't.